Success. Now, it can mean something totally different to every single person on this earth. Some people want to be millionaires. Some people want to make $100,000 a year. Some people want to make $60,000 a year. Some people just want to learn how to tie their shoes. But for whatever reason you decided to go ahead and click on this video, I'm gonna make sure that you leave this video in a better position and ready to go ahead and get this success that you want. Rather, it's just tying your shoes. Or if you want to be a millionaire. Now let's get it. I kinda wish I had a pair of shoes with me so I could show y'all how to tie your shoes. Number one has to be constantly seeking growth. As humans, we do not like staying in the same place. We want to continue to grow. To go ahead and add to the point that everybody loves to state, that money does not matter, I always go on to say that life is about growth. It's about new experiences. It's about new knowledge. It's about continuing to become better as a human every single day. Now that could mean so many different things to you. Like I said, you might just want to learn how to tie your shoes. If you want to learn how to just get the bunny ears to come out perfectly on your shoelaces, you're constantly trying to find ways to get that shoelace to have the perfect bunny ear. Life is about new journeys. I always say that success is not a place. I cannot reach success. It's the blueprint. It's literally me hopping in the car on a Saturday night and driving. And that's where we get the enjoyment from. When I'm starting a new journey, I'm the most excited. I'm like, yo, I'm about to run it up. I'm about to see all the success that I see in my head come true. And it's gonna become something that I can touch physically in this world. Rather that's money, rather that's giving advice, rather that's just being a person that's just motivational to anybody that watches their content or comes across them and has a conversation. I'm constantly excited about how can I continue to grow? How can I help other people grow as I'm growing and evolving and becoming better and better as a human being? Now, once again, everything is subjective. So what may be great growth for me may not be great growth for you, whoever it is, and vice versa. I remember when I would start new journeys when I was 16, 17, 18, and I would always try to put deadlines on my success. I would always say, if I'm not here by 18, if I'm not here by 21, but I would never specify what would happen if I didn't reach those goals by said time. And I always had this fear of getting older and not seeing success that I wanted to see in my life by a certain age. But I can tell you that now at 25, I'm at a place where I just get more and more excited about getting older. Now that's not to say I want to wake up tomorrow and be 65. Even though there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is the amount of knowledge and experience and growth that I've gained throughout the years at only 25 years old, I get excited about seeing how much further can I push the needle? How much further can I grow as a person? I always talk about how 30 years old for me is 5 years away. Now, for a lot of people, 5 years doesn't sound like a lot of time. But for me personally, 5 years is a long time and I could grow so much in those 5 years. I'm gonna be a completely different person. I can't even fathom the amount of success and growth I'm gonna receive and gain as a person in those 5 years. And that's something that we shall always strive for, just continuing to grow and become a better person. And when you do that, money is always a byproduct. So whatever it is you're doing and you giving value and you continue to grow and evolve as a person, money is gonna be there anyway. So why not just constantly seek growth as a human? The second habit of highly successful people is to study other successful people. Now, this is something that I didn't understand for the longest time for whatever reason. I thought studying other people was cool and I could learn from that, but I didn't know how to implement those things that I learned from studying those people into my own life to go ahead and see that success that I want to see for myself at the level that those people see it. I always say, don't recreate the wheel. What does that mean? Success can be replicated, but you can also implement your own style and personality to that journey. Whatever it is that you're doing, somebody has most likely done it before. And for me personally, if nobody's done it before, I most likely don't even want to get into that. Because why would I want to go ahead and follow something that has no proof of concept when there's so many other things that have proof of concept and have so many success stories and it's all laid out? The blueprint is laid out. I can literally study their entire journey and I can replicate that in my own way, give value, and I can continue to grow and see success in that same field or even different fields. But I can still take the principles that I learned from that person and implement those in my journey. Now, everybody's journey is going to be completely different, but you can still implement certain principles. Principles stand so strong in whatever it is you're doing. It don't matter if you tying your shoes or if you just riding a bike. Certain principles exist in those fields and whatever it is. If you can learn those principles, you can go ahead and implement your personality. We all got something different to bring to the table. It's just about how are you going to go ahead and bring that to the table in a way that's effective enough that you can see success. And one of the best ways is by studying other successful people so that you can do the same exact thing. Number 3, and my personal favorite, visualizing success. When you starting a new journey, literally, you have nothing. You literally starting from ground zero. If you listen to the second habit of highly successful people, you studied success. So you have their blueprint. You've seen that success is possible in that field. But in your experience, you literally don't know what it's like to go from ground zero, literally, to having every single thing that you've always wanted in your life. But I can tell you, every single journey you're gonna get into, you have to have your vision, and it has to be crystal clear. You gotta feel like it's burning inside of you. You gotta want it and see it so strongly that no matter what anybody says or how long this journey takes for you to see success that makes you feel that success, you still gonna continue to have that discipline to show up. When nobody's watching your videos, you literally have nothing but your vision to keep going. When I started making YouTube content, I literally would go an entire week after uploading a new video and only have 2 views. Now, obviously, everything comes down to perspective. Everything is subjective. 2 views to a lot of people, which it probably was to me as well, meant a lot, because literally somebody watched it. And I always talk about how when you making content, you gotta just focus on the value. How can you help as many people as possible? And if you focus on that, if 2 people see it, you literally help those people and you actually accomplish what you set out to do in the first place. Perspective. Nobody is gonna believe in you. You literally have to have that vision. Like, everything you see in your mind has to be so strong and vivid that when you doing this and nobody's watching, you still feel like the man. I remember being 16, 17, 18 and walking around feeling like everybody knew me when obviously nobody knew me from a can of paint. But I had that vision, and in that vision, I was the man, and I was so successful in everything that I was doing at that time. It might not have looked like that from the outside, but to me, in my head, I had that vision, and that's what kept me going. That's what brought me all the way to where I am now as a 25-year-old on YouTube making content. Without that vision, I would have quit right when I started dropping those videos and only was getting 2 views after a week. I still would show up every single day, posting content non-stop, trying to continue to grow, trying to figure out how can I get better at this? What can I do to go ahead and reach more people? What can I do to go ahead and elevate my business as a YouTuber? What can I do to improve my results every time somebody sees the video? Because I would get 2 views, but I wouldn't always get 2 new subscribers. So what could I do to go ahead and get people to stick along when they watch, and not only stick around for that video, but to go ahead and scroll down, hit that like button, which y'all should go ahead and do right now. Hey, might as well, right? Hit that subscribe button, which y'all should also do, and continue to come back to my channel to see more of my content and what more do I have to offer. And that's it. That's the 3 habits of highly successful people that we can all learn from and that we can implement in our life so that we could become successful, we could become millionaires, and we can continue to succeed at all the levels that we see in our head and continue to grow and continue to follow and create the blueprint. Now let's go get rich.
I've been balling out since no kid. Inside a Bentley, no key. If I fall in love, I'ma keep it low. I ain't got no hope. They gon' stick around until your funds low. Think I gotta back up? Oh no. Gotta get my weight up. Bad bitch, give me don't face when the mood right. How you hating on a real nigga? Boss up, baby. I just wanna. When we talk about the rags, gotta mention me. I done see my